I love Metal Sonic, one of the greatest concepts of a character in Sonic the Hedgehog history. Take our cool, fast little Sonic design and create him into a goddamn Sonic Terminator. And no, I'm not talking about Robot Silver Sonic or Mecha Sonic. I'll make another video on them another day. I'm talking about Metal Sonic, one created by Dr. Robotnik that looks the part, appears the part, has all of the functionality to have been truly Sonic's ultimate rival, above that of Knuckles or Shadow or anyone else. And with all that hype, we need to ask ourselves, what the hell happened? Why has Metal Sonic become a disgrace to the Sonic franchise? A laughingstock, a forgotten rival, a piece of used, spat-out bubblegum that always fails as the Sonic series continues. Well, you're about to find out. Making his debut in Sonic CD in 1993, Metal Sonic starts up as a badass. Travel in time, assisting Robotnik, kidnapping Amy, and then challenging Sonic to a race, which changes the whole dynamics. Rather than other attempts to destroy Sonic, why not take his pride by beating Sonic in something he truly values, a race? Good writing. And you know something? Whenever Sonic is ahead, Metal Sonic uses his maximum overdrive to make him go 4 times faster to overtake Sonic. Yes, this dude is no pushover in the speed department. By looking at his sleek design, he is built for speed with that jet engine, rather than some clunky giant robot design. But he can attack too, using his ring spark field when Sonic is behind him. And if we want to use game mechanics only, Metal Sonic can bash through floor spikes, which not even Super Sonic can do, and heck, even sports the golden glow. Therefore, I am saying it. Metal Sonic stronger and faster than Super Sonic confirmed. I'm just kidding. But hey, in game, it doesn't lie, right? Did I mention this guy also has attitude? He's got the cockiness to give Sonic his iconic finger wave. That showed us that Metal Sonic was a learning machine and had potential for character development, and made him interesting. But all fell downhill straight away in Sonic CD when he was finally beaten in the race and he crashes and falls off the stage. That was the greatest introduction, only to have his dignity ripped away in the same game, and I felt that instantly set the theme for Metal Sonic in many future games, which is a damn shame. First impressions are lasting impressions. They could have had Metal Sonic leave on a higher note, like whipping Robotnik's ass or something less dignity shattering. Kind of like his small appearance in Sonic Triple Trouble where he just flies off. Again, a very short-lived appearance. But hey, at least at that point, I didn't look at Metal Sonic as a complete joke. Not yet, anyway. I'd like to add a fun fact that in the Japanese manual of Sonic CD, it states Metal Sonic has all of the abilities of the original Sonic, and more. Spin dash, energy shields, Super Metal Sonic. Now, Metal Sonic makes a few additional appearances in other games, including Knuckles Chaotix. Oh god, no. Metal Sonic Kai? I mean, come on. This is the first game, in my opinion, that made Metal Sonic look like a complete puppet on strings, and a total loser. Look at how much of a loser he is depicted as. I refuse to talk about the battle, just a bunch of useless scrap metal to fill a boss fight. He deserved so much more than this as a character. He makes an appearance in Sonic the Fighters as the last stage boss, and this game allows us to see more of his abilities, being able to copy opponents, and also use the laser move in his body. Is that Rocket Metal Sonic? Believe what you want, it doesn't affect the outcome. He's in Sonic R, and that takes me way back. He's quite tough to beat as well. He's playable in Sonic Adventure DX, which is cool fan service, but it's not until Sonic Heroes where Metal Sonic starts to become a big moment as the main bad guy. All for it to just not feel very right. Now, I will say props to the writers of this story for having Metal Sonic betray Eggman and trying to make him meaningful. But you know something? I can't help but get this feeling that less is more. I mean, Neo Metal Sonic, Metal Madness, Metal Overlord. I'm sorry, but this, although may seem cool, is totally overkill, and by giving Metal Sonic more, they indirectly made his original presence inferior.
Wasted potential.
A look, style, and abilities that were already iconic and had so much potential to explore, he looks so friggin' intimidating in his first form. Compared to this, what the hell happened? What is this? It looks like an incomplete mess. It looks like an unfinished game of Kaplunk. The original was all they needed, but they treated him like dog crap.
Wasted potential.
By following the same old formula, by out with the old and in with the new, this is where Metal Sonic fell. Knuckles knows exactly what I'm talking about. Now check this out. This is the maximum potential of the writer's ability to make a meaningful story for Metal Sonic. Why can't Metal Sonic win?
Because we're Sonic heroes.
It just baffles me. At least someone cared about him to bury him and let him rest in peace.
Metal Sonic is goddamn wasted potential.
Make sure you hashtag that in the comments, just so we're all aware.
The Metal Sonic is goddamn.
Now I can go through a ton more video game appearances the Metal Sonic appears in, and the same pattern persists. He arrives, challenges Sonic, fails. He is constantly made out to be chump change, to the point I don't think nobody even cares he shows up anymore, because you know it's just a matter of time before he nosedives into Loserville. Give him all the upgrades you want, it doesn't make any difference anymore, and you know something? It's sad. This is meant to be Robotnik's true Sonic the Hedgehog badnik, the superior. Metal Sonic is as useful as a goddamn floppy disk in 2020. I know a lot of us didn't want it to be this way. Now we could argue, well at least they did include him to be the villain, but the problem is, every time he does appear, who the hell takes him serious? Because I certainly don't. I feel whenever he turns up, I just go, out of my way, I have to finish the zone, rather than, oh crap, not Metal Sonic, he's going to kick my ass if I'm not careful. I want to feel the latter. Sonic Forces tried to make Metal Sonic look dominating, but unfortunately, guys, the damage was already done by this point. His most use in video games now is a primary spirit in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I truly feel the initial thought of Metal Sonic was a positive one with so much prestige that could have been given to him, until they decided to pull the plug on Skynet and turn him into a failure, game after game. And due to his failures, he's given new forms or powers to compensate for his terrible performance, which I feel is counterproductive. This guy was built as Sonic superior from the get-go. Keep it like that. Be sure to comment and tell me any video game experiences of Metal Sonic that you've had that were positive or negative for the Robot Hedgehog, because I'm bound to have missed one here and there. But now I'm going to add some positive light to Metal Sonic. Let me begin by acknowledging the moment in which made me love Metal Sonic more than I ever could. In an emotional moment in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, Metal Sonic ends up by hitting Sonic's hand away after he sacrifices himself and then dies in the magma by following up with, "There is only one Sonic." And this meant a lot to us as Metal fans, showing us that he's not a narrow-minded robot. His death and learning systems actually replicate that of Terminator. I mean, check his eyes too. Metal in this movie was how he should have been portrayed in video games. This is justice for him. It gives his character depth, and on top of that makes him important by sharing mind links with Sonic and depicted as Sonic's superior. Best in Sonic when they fought. He didn't seem like Eggman's slave here, and was quite stable, which makes him more dangerous. If the video games went by this logic, we would have had a continuous badass in Sonic video games that we would respect even more. Now I will mention the comics because boy, did they do something right for this dude. Sonic the comic brought him in as Metallics, Brotherhood of Metallics, Emperor Metallics, or Metallics, whatever, conquering Mobius, time travel, such a dark story similar to how Terminator 1 came about, and exactly how I like to see a Metal Sonic portrayed. In the Archie comics, he comes across a bit more serious than video games, but to be honest, I still prefer Sonic the Comics version, but that's just my opinion though. I understand if you prefer Archie Comics Metal Sonic. I can't comment on IDW Metal Sonic, but if there's good or bad in it regarding him, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And then we get to Sonic Boom, pretty much his video game dignity transferred into his TV show self, which isn't exactly a good result. But despite all of this, Metal Sonic has proved to be one of the most popular villains in the Sonic franchise, through nostalgia and actual abilities. A poll on the Sonic channel had Metal Sonic as the most popular villain in the series, and I mean, wow. It just goes to show us how much love Metal Sonic has, but the writers, creators, developers, whatever, treat him like garbage and a joke. They're completely passionless, money-grabbing assholes preparing for the new flavor of the month. Again, same with Knuckles, being indirectly made obsolete due to new characters arriving over and over, oversaturating the franchise. Leave a comment below of your thoughts about Metal Sonic and how he's portrayed. Is it done right or could it have been better? Let me know any areas I've missed and what you agree or disagree with. And what do you think was the moment of his biggest downfall? For me, I feel the moment the slippery slope started for who Metal Sonic was to become solidified itself in Knuckles Chaotix. And ever since then in video games, he sadly just appeared a joker. Because if it was me in video games, I would always have Metal Sonic as Sonic's superior, that Sonic can never defeat alone. It would make him much more intimidating and meaningful. But I suppose the reason why they won't make that happen is because Metal Sonic would eventually rip the spine out of our little mascot and end the series right there. Oh well, so much for Mortal Kombat Sonic crossover. So in short, what the hell happened? In wrestling terms, the way Metal Sonic was booked ruined his pride and presence. So much potential in looks and background and concept, only for it to all be thrown away. But no matter how much damage he suffered, how many needless forms, how many failed attempts at stopping Sonic, what really stands out at the end of the day, and what keeps this awesome original rival to Sonic still alive, is our love and support for possibly the greatest character in Sonic the Hedgehog that was unexplored and wasted. Metal Sonic, in many of our eyes, you will always be Sonic's best archenemy.